Welcome to another episode of the Survival Fitness Plan. I'm your host, Sam Fury, and in today's episode, we're diving into an essential skill in self-defense that often goes under the radar but can be a real game changer: breakfalling. Now, you might be wondering, what exactly is a breakfall and why should I care? Well, let's get into it. So, a breakfall is basically a technique used to safely land when you fall. Sounds simple, right? But the reality is that falling is one of those things we don't usually think about until it happens. And when it does, if you're not prepared, you could seriously hurt yourself. That's where breakfalling comes in. It's all about controlling how you hit the ground to protect your body, especially the head, neck, and spine. In self-defense, knowing how to fall properly is crucial. Imagine you're in a situation where someone tries to trip you or push you to the ground. If you can't control your fall, you could easily end up injured and unable to defend yourself further. But with breakfalling, you're able to minimize the impact, get back on your feet quickly, and stay in the fight if needed. It's a skill that not only helps in self-defense, but can also be a lifesaver in everyday situations. Think of slipping on a wet floor or tripping over an unexpected obstacle. Now, you might be thinking, why should I learn how to fall? Isn't it more important to learn how to punch, kick, or block an attack? Well, here's the thing. Any physical confrontation is unpredictable. Even the best fighters can get knocked off balance. Knowing how to fall safely ensures that you don't get hurt and can recover quickly, keeping you in control of the situation. There are different types of breakfalls, each designed for different scenarios. Let's start with the backward breakfall. This one's probably the most common. You tuck your chin to your chest, roll backward, and slap the ground with your arms. This technique spreads out the impact across your body, protecting your head and spine. Next up is the side breakfall. This one is all about protecting your ribs, hips, and shoulder. You roll onto your side, slap the ground with your arm, and keep your legs bent to absorb the shock. It's super useful if you're ever knocked to the side or lose your balance in that direction. Then there's the forward breakfall. Now, this one can be a bit trickier. When you fall forward, you want to make sure you don't hit your head or face. Instead, you spread out your arms and absorb the impact with your forearms, rolling out the fall if you can. This is particularly useful in situations where you might be pushed from behind. There's also the rolling breakfall, which is a more dynamic technique. This one's great for when you have momentum carrying you forward or sideways. Instead of trying to stop that momentum abruptly, you roll with it, spreading out the impact and coming back to your feet smoothly. It's especially handy in martial arts like judo or aikido, where throws are a big part of the action. So, how do you go about learning these techniques? First off, it's a good idea to get professional training. Enrolling in a martial arts or self-defense class where breakfalls are taught is a great start. You'll get hands-on guidance and learn how to do these falls correctly. When you're practicing, it's important to start on soft surfaces like mats to reduce the risk of injury while you're still getting the hang of it. Focus on your form, how you position your arms, legs, and head, and make sure you're breathing properly. Consistent practice is key. The more you practice, the more natural these movements will become, and the better prepared you'll be when it really counts. Now, let's talk about why mastering breakfall techniques is worth your time. First, there's injury prevention. By learning how to fall correctly, you significantly reduce your risk of getting hurt, whether you're in a self-defense situation or just going about your daily life. Second, it improves your overall coordination and balance, which are essential skills not just in martial arts, but in many physical activities. Plus, knowing you can fall safely boosts your confidence. You won't be as likely to panic or freeze up if you're pushed or tripped. Instead, you'll be able to maintain your composure and react effectively, which can make all the difference in a dangerous situation. And if you're into martial arts, mastering breakfalls gives you a solid foundation for learning more advanced techniques like throws and joint locks. So, to wrap it all up, breakfalling is a critical yet often overlooked skill in self-defense. It's about more than just falling. It's about falling smartly and safely. Whether you're a seasoned martial artist or just looking to improve your personal safety, learning how to breakfall is a smart investment in your well-being. It prepares you to face physical challenges with greater confidence and resilience, and it could save you from serious injury one day. Thanks for tuning in to another episode of the Survival Fitness Plan. If you found this episode useful, let me know with a like, follow, and share. Finally, if you haven't already, be sure to visit survivalfitnessplan.com, where you will find the only online program where you can train yourself to outrun, outfight, and outlive the majority of the world's population.